Hey, Schmack-a-magab, everybody. My friend from across the pond in jolly old England, the land that gave us the greatest bands ever. But, you know, there's also great bands from Ireland. I'm talking about Thin Lizzy, and he wanted me to put Shades of a Blue Orphan versus Jailbreak. Now, I told the people at the AI laboratory, right? I said, look, I want that Shades of Blue look like it has plastic on it, right? And I want this one to look like it doesn't have plastic on it. And look at that. They're good. Let me tell you something, man. And they're all drug addicts. They're all fucking drug addicts. They make money with me, but also the extra money they make involves a hole in a men's room. Anyway, so I gotta tell you, man, I love early Thin Lizzy. I really do. And I would put some of the later Thin Lizzy albums under it, maybe one or two. Not many. But I love, my favorite is their last one, but that one is my second favorite. I just got, believe it or not, I had on CD, let me go, where is it? Maybe I put it back. I don't know where it is. But you know what? I used to have the first Thin Lizzy album on CD. And it's gone missing with many, 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 many other CDs are missing from my moves. I had to buy that Thin Lizzy album. I just felt so naked because that was the only album I needed to complete my Thin Lizzy discography, you know? So let's do this, my friends. My friend Jive from the UK. All right. Here in the UK, no dingoes eat babies. That's Australia. I pissed an Australian off by saying that once. A dingo ate my baby. You know that was a lie, right? Like I said on a previous episode, around the planet, there's pickle whistlers everywhere. America may have the most pickle whistlers, but Australia has their share. Now, no dingoes eat our babies. All right, let's start this already, damn it. All right, we start with the rise and dear demise of funky nomadic tribes. You know, I almost gave it to that, man. You know, because when I do my track by tracks, I'm legit, bro. I'm legit. I'll listen to, you know, I'll get on YouTube, listen to a song, you know, go back and forth, right? And when I put this one on, I'm like, shit, this is better. This is better than Jailbreak. Definitely better. And then I played Jailbreak. I gotta give it a Jailbreak. But damn, that is a close one. All right, next. Buffalo Gal versus Angel from the Coast. Believe it or not, Buffalo Gal is great, but it loses. Believe it or not, Angel of the Coast is actually my favorite song off Jailbreak. Not a lot of people would say that. People would pick Emerald, Boys Are Back in Town, you know, even Warrior, which I love Warrior. Even that, I hear people, but not Angel of the Coast. I'm the only one that waves the flag of, hey, Angel of the Coast is the favorite song off Jailbreak for me. All right, next. I Don't Want to Forget How to Jive versus Running Back. I got to give it to Running Back. I don't want to forget how Jive is all right, but damn, the title. Woo! But yeah, Running Back rules. All right, next. Sarah versus Romeo and the Lonely Girl. You know, I heard recently, somebody wrote this, I don't know how true it is, but Romeo and the Lonely Girl is about Gary Moore. Can anybody verify that? Maybe some of you Thin Lizzy fanatics out there? You know, you can leave it in the comments below if that is about Gary Moore. Or maybe I should have Googled it. But either way, I'm not going to Google it because I'm depending on you. All right. Versus Sarah. I'm going with Romeo and the Lonely Girl. And it's funny. He's got a song on this album called Sarah. Then on Black Rose, he's got a song called My Sarah. I guess he added the my there because he didn't want to repeat. He's not Cheap Trick. Only Cheap Trick does bonehead shit like that. Come on, you know. All right, let's keep going. All right, Brought Down versus Warriors. Brought Down is cool as hell, but man, side one has been dominated by Jailbreak. So now, let's pick a random album, shall we? Let's go right over here. And then this, by the way, this episode was brought to you by Josh from the UK and, Condition Human. I'll tell you a funny story about this. This pissed me off. Where is it? I've told this story before. But, alright. When I saw Queensryche in 1997, I was dating a girl that was part of a fan club who got arrested for molesting a kid, but that's a whole other story. That happened way after I knew her, like 10 years after I knew her. But anyway, she was part of the fan club. Back then, you didn't pay for meet and greet. You're part of the fan club, come to the back and meet the band for free. I mean, I think she paid like fan club fees, that's about it. So I went with my Rachel Order album, all my records, I had them signed. But Scott Rockenfield was not part of the meet and greet. So my Rachel Order album is signed by everybody but Scott Rockenfield. So then when they played the Culture Room several years ago, I think it was the last tour Rockenfield did with them, I took my Rach hoping I'd get Scott to sign it, right? So I get there and I go, look, I tell the roadie guy, look, I had both these albums. I go, can you get only Scott to sign this one? Because everybody else signed it. And he said, no, Scott's not feeling good. He won't. I go, okay, whatever. Here, take this. Get this signed by whoever. Scott Rockenfield signed it. It's like, son of a bitch! Hey, that was a long pick thing, right? We're going on 7 minutes now, man. Over 7 minutes. There you go. All right, side 2. All right, here you go. I'm not doing this to be countercultural. I'm that guy. I honestly think Babyface is better than Boys Are Back in Town. I've said it a million times. Boys Are Back in Town is not a bad song. It's a great tune. It's a cool tune. But I can think of so many Thin Lizzy songs I like more than it, and Babyface is one of them. So finally a point for Shades of Blue Orphan. Alright. Next. Chatting Today versus Fight or Fall. Fight or Fall. Dark horse on the album, man. Not very talked about much. Killer tune, it wins. Alright, next. Call the Police. Kick-ass song, but it's going against Cowboy Song. Now, I have complained about Cowboy Song in the past where I prefer the live version. But man, listening to today, I'm like, yeah, I still prefer the live version. But it's still cool. It's the Cowboy Song. Shut up. I'm giving it to the Cowboy Song. Now, the last song. Shades of the Blue Orphan versus Emerald. I'm going with Emerald. Shades of the Blue Orphan is kind of cool, kind of chill and stuff, but Emerald is beyond classic. And I'm giving it to Emerald. So Josh, this is the final score. Ooh, yes, Shades may have only got 1 point, but it's a damn fine album. But man, you're putting it against Jailbreak. I'll put that above all the Eric Bell stuff, and I told you before what I feel about Eric Bell. But anyway, that's it, Josh. I hope you enjoyed your track-by-track album battle. I hope everything's good over there in jolly old England, and I hope you got your umbrella, because I heard it rains a lot. I wish it would rain a lot here. My new house, the city, we built this whole new house. The city ordered me to put in 4 trees, right? One in the front, one in the front yard, one out in the parking, and then 2 in the back. Man, every day I gotta grab the hose, turn it on, and put it on there for 15 minutes. And then grab it and, water the plant, and I gotta do it. So it takes me an hour. I gotta do 15 minutes each tree. Because it doesn't freaking rain, and it always rains in Hialeah. But if I'm checking the weather constantly, and it's supposed to rain in the next few days. I hope so. But anyway, there you go, everybody. Hey, this is a long episode, right? But it should be long because Thin Lizzy rules. And look at that, man. It looks like it has plastic on it. That's amazing, God bless those drug addicts. Anyway, thank you so much, Josh, and everybody out there watching. Thank you so much. If you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't and ring that little notification bell. And like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and Schmack 'em a gob.